It was so quiet. I had to spice it up.
Do it, man. Love it. You good? You open? All right, cool. Back on the show, guys. What's up? Jake James here. Welcome back to the podcast. Oh, this is a fun one, man. I've been following you for a hot minute, bro. And
How long?
At least a year.
What day? What time?
I don't know. It was like a Tuesday, like 7:36
What were you
a.m.
doing?
I was probably like in bed. You know what I'm saying?
Real
I'm
fan.
like a big you know what I'm saying?
Real
Wake up
fan.
and hit the scroll. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, what were you doing at what time?
I don't know.
That's sick, though. So you've been following me for a minute, though.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And it took me a long time to realize that you fucking live like 12 minutes away.
Yeah, I do.
Like I did not realize all that was at ASU.
Well, I haven't lived here very long.
Okay, how long have you been here?
I've lived in Arizona for a little over. I moved here last July. A little over a
Okay.
year.
Did you get right into what you're doing now?
Yeah, I moved out here to do it full time.
You moved here to do that?
Yeah. So before that, I was doing social media in Los Angeles, but I was working.
Okay.
Like, I worked at Chipotle.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into that. I guess I should introduce you.
Yeah. let's do it.
Instagram, Johnny on the street.
Johnny on the street on everything. Yep.
What's your real name?
My first name is Anthony. My middle name is John.
Okay.
Hence Johnny.
Okay.
The Y. I feel like Johnny on the street sounds better than John on the street.
Yeah, I
Somewhat
feel that.
More catchy. So.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I.
So my real name is Jacob James Serini. So I go by Jake James. It's my first and middle name.
We both have very white names.
Yeah.
My name's Anthony John Brown.
Somebody told me
It's
that
the whitest name you can have.
Somebody told me that every J name is derived from just the word John. So like no matter what your name is with a J, like my name is Jake James, so my name's literally just John by
John
definition.
Brown. I'm trying to think of a J name. What about like Jake Quellen?
Yeah,
Does that
I'm
come
not
from
buying
John?
that one. I'm not buying that one.
All right,
Yeah, cool, man. So you've been in Arizona for a year. Do social media. How do you describe what you do? I want to get into that right away before we kind of go into the origin.
How do I describe it?
Yeah.
Dude, I just.
Are you doing it for the content, or like is it like a service you're doing for people? Because like I get a
service.
little bit of both out of it, man.
Okay, I get. I get what you're saying. I guess I don't do it for a service for people, but
Yeah.
I guess it does
Yeah.
act as a service for some that are maybe more introverted or afraid to talk to people. But
Yeah.
no, I just do it because it's fun, dude. Like I'm an extrovert.
Yeah.
So the charisma comes naturally.
You're gonna do it anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone's like Riz. Well, I mean, it's just charisma.
Yeah.
Like I'm extroverted, so it's easy for me to talk to people. And honestly, when I do those videos, it trains me to get better.
You get better.
That's
Well,
the
I think that's the secret for like dudes. So like the people that don't know, like you make videos where you approach girls in public and get their
Yeah.
number essentially, which to most like dudes, like especially like just regular everyday dudes, like that's like the most terrifying thing ever for some people.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
totally,
Especially
totally.
if you've never done it before, right?
Yeah.
But it's like you said, it's like everything else. When you get those reps in, and you're like, oh, they're just people. Like this is
Yeah.
fine. Right?
Well, dude, our world is like skewed. So I guess for me, it's simple because I see everybody as equal, and I see everyone like as a human, no matter like how big her tits are. So I'm like, I'm still gonna approach her how I would if she looked like Velma, or
Yeah.
or what's the girl from Scooby Doo with the glasses? What's her fucking name?
Velma and
What's her?
what's the other one?
The other girl,
Velma
like,
and
Jinky,
the hotter one,
the-
right?
Whichever one that wears the orange. But like
Yeah.
whether she's super hot or not attractive at all, I'm going to approach her as a human being as I would anybody else. And I
Yeah.
think that's what like gets so skewed in people's brains because they'll see like a super hot girl and then they'll just like.
I'm too afraid
And I'm
to
like-
talk to that person.
Like it's
right?
still a human,
Yeah.
Like, they still their heart beats the same way. Like
Yeah,
it's all
they
the
got
same.
insecurities just like the rest of
Yeah,
us.
everyone does.
In fact, you date enough of those girls, you realize sometimes they have more.
Those girls suck.
Those girls do suck, bro.
Dude, girls suck. Don't they?
We got one on the other side of the room right now. Yeah, man.
No, but guys suck too. So
Yeah.
what it is.
So I was actually, I told you before we started I was going to bring this up, but I was surprised, not surprised. I guess I shouldn't have been surprised that when you rolled up on us today to come do the pod,
brought a shorty.
you brought a shorty with you. And my immediate thought was like, did he bring his girlfriend?
That's
and if he has a
funny.
girlfriend, is she letting him do this shit on the internet? Like how do my brain started firing off questions like how
She
does
joins
this work?
in sometimes.
And then-
I'm just kidding. We've actually done some videos together. No, yeah, we're just homies.
How'd you get her?
How'd I get her?
Yeah.
Actually, we did you know who Big Doss TV is?
Yeah.
So he has a channel called Fake Pranks TV that is ran by one of his editors, filmers, Ari. And Ari hired her to be in a video, a Fake Pranks TV video.
Okay.
And last minute, the male actor backed out, so he hit me up because I'm like friends with all those guys.
Yeah.
And so I just came last minute and did this Fake Pranks TV video
Okay.
with her. And we just were vibing and we kept hanging out and stuff. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Just became homies. And then she helped me with the video on my channel. And now we're going to do a reverse video, and she's gonna go do a video on my channel.
Oh,
so,
no way. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's
So
dope.
that's how we met.
Okay.
Yeah, she's pretty chill.
Right on cue, though.
Pretty cool chick. She just moved here as well. So
Where are you from? Dallas.
Dallas.
Okay,
Cool.
we should put her on camera.
Come over here. Want to say hi?
You can. Yeah, you can.
No.
Come on, jump in. Jump
There's
in.
so many rules.
Jump in. There's no rules here.
Come say hello. Hello, everyone. This is Nikki from Dallas.
Hi, Nikki from Dallas.
I'm Nikki from Dallas. Cheetah.
Why did you move to Arizona?
Honestly, I was about to turn 19, and I was honestly just tired of living with my parents. You know, I've been independent since I was 14. I have my own business. I work 2 jobs. I've just always been independent, and I was just tired of living at home and not having that full freedom, you know. And nobody believed I could do it. Nobody believed I could move out here by myself, and I was ready to prove everyone wrong.
Okay. What's your business?
And she did it.
I'm actually a nail tech,
Okay.
but I do want to start my own clothing brand,
Okay.
so it's in the making.
Do you do OnlyFans?
No.
No. Okay.
He's
I had to ask.
The
right?
way he asked
You know I
that
had to
looked
ask.
at me in
Come
my
on.
soul. He's like, "Do you do OnlyFans?"
No.
I didn't ask.
Give me the wink, bro. Yeah. No, okay.
No, we
That's
don't.
cool. So you do content too, though, right?
Not really.
How did you get involved in that first prank video?
Well, basically, so I work at Hooters, and there was a golf promo, and so my friend Leah, we were at the Hooters tent, and so Big Doss was there filming a video, and so I told him, I was like, hey, if y'all ever need anyone for videos, like, I got you. I'm so much fun, like, I got you.
Yeah.
Y'all need content? Let me know.
Let me know. So it just worked out from there.
And then I hit her
And you
up,
guys met.
yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So you were in LA too, right?
Yeah. All right, go away.
Goodbye. Thank you. One of us had to say go away, right?
Yeah. So I'm originally from Indiana, actually.
Yeah.
Lived in Gary for a while.
Gary,
Shout out
Indiana. Hell
to
yeah,
Michael
Midwest,
Jackson and Larry Bird. But yeah, dude, it's funny. People are like, dude, Phoenix is so ghetto, and I'm like, y'all don't even know. Y'all don't know what ghetto is. But yeah, I moved to LA when I turned 21.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, so I was actually living in Ohio for like 7 months, and then I was like, fuck the Midwest. So I had to get out of here.
We're from the Midwest too.
Yeah, so you guys get it. And so, you know, the dream was, as a kid, growing up in the Midwest, was like LA, because that's all you saw in the movies. Like the beaches, and go be famous and make money and be with beautiful women. And so I dipped out to LA, and I lived there for 5 years. And I realized that it does have a lot to offer, but it's also super mentally draining. And so I've been on a journey just trying to find myself and put myself in a place where I feel 100% all the time.
You feel that here?
Nah.
No?
I won't stay in Arizona.
No?
I like it. I like it more than I like LA as far as like everything except the heat.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. You've been here a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes
and
long-
the drivers.
takes
and the
longer than
drivers.
that to get
I'm
used to
actually convinced that in Arizona they just put you on a Need for Speed map in the back room, and if you complete it, you get your license.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that's how they do it.
Yeah,
here.
that checks out. That checks out. So, what kind of content were you doing in LA? Were you doing similar to what you're doing now with approaching girls, or was it more prank based?
Not at all, actually. I was in a relationship. I was in a 3-year relationship. A girl I actually approached at the beach one day. I was like surfing and was in a relationship with her and like living a pretty boring life. And then one day I started. I really like dark humor. I really like super edgy, like crossing the line jokes.
Yeah.
And so I started telling them.
Okay.
On TikTok, just facing the camera, like selfie mode in my
just
car
straight
or
up,
whatever. And they just started going super viral, and I blew up, and I got 2 million followers, and then TikTok banned me. They deleted my account for minor safety. Because, and rightfully so, you know. Some
Jokes were a little too dark.
Some of the jokes were pretty, you know, they were definitely over the line. But I like that shit. And there was obviously a community that also liked it, but our world is so censored now that, you can't do that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that there's a million people who think it's awesome.
It doesn't. I mean, look at Andrew
There's
Schultz.
1,000 people who are really angry. So
Look at Andrew Schultz, who was going to sell his, his special to whatever streaming service it was, and they wanted him to make a bunch of cuts.
Yeah.
So he said, "Fuck that."
It really worked out for him.
And yeah, it worked out great for him.
Yeah.
But it sucks as a small creator, because when you don't have that cult following or that audience that's willing to go anywhere you point them, and a platform takes you away.
Yeah.
You kind of just have to start from the ground up, and so that's what I did. And then I moved out here and started doing the interview / pickup line shit.
Okay. How did that start? Like, what was like the first one you made? Like, what made you decide to go do that? Like, was it a
The
big
pickup
strategy?
lines or the interviews?
I guess the pickup line. Like, what came first? Did the interviews come first?
The interview came first.
Just
so,
doing man on the street, Johnny on the street.
Yeah.
Right?
So when I first moved to Arizona, I knew I was going to do interviews. I started to do it a little bit in LA. I was really bad at it. The camera quality was ass. I had terrible mics, but I knew I wanted to do it because I knew Johnny on the Street was a catchy name, and I knew that it was a space that was going crazy. Like it was like how when podcasts first came around, everything was going crazy. That's how interviews started when I first moved here, and I was right. You know, I moved here with 100,000 followers on TikTok and no other platform, and then I quickly grew to, you know, over 2 million plus followers across all platforms just from doing interviews. And then the space got super saturated, like oversaturated.
Which is street interview type shit?
Everyone, like everywhere you turn, there's someone with a camera.
You think it's still a good idea to do it, or is it too saturated at
I
this point?
think it's a good idea to do it if you're unique, but if you're just going to ask the same questions that everybody else asks and give the same responses and not put your own personality into it, then don't,
Okay.
It's not worth it. But if you're unique and you have a unique idea, absolutely, dude, interacting with people in public and getting their authentic reactions is always going to get
I think your shit's perfect for that, though, because you have that niche that, like, you know, people are interested in that. You know, it's a solid idea. Plus, like, you know, you get a lot of people talking shit about how it's set up, right? And you're always very adamant about how it's not set up, right?
Dude, I love it. It's so it's so funny. This is the funniest shit about people saying it's staged.
Yeah.
You can tell it's not.
Yeah.
If a video, I know how social media works, and when you do social media for so long, you know what's gonna get views and what's not.
Yeah.
So if I were gonna stage every video would have over 1 million views because I would do it in a way that makes sure the video is gonna go viral. I'd have a script.
It'd be perfect.
I'd have a whole thing. It'd be all set up. So like it's like if you know social media and you watch enough content and you look at this, you're like, there's no way it's staged. This video has like 4,000 views.
Right.
And he's like stuttering over his words and like not even saying like not making sense in some. So it's funny to me that people say that because I'm like, you're not even watching.
Right.
And it's probably the people that are super introverted and afraid to talk to people, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've only ever staged one pickup line video so far, and it was with her for a brand deal.
I was gonna say it was for a brand deal, right?
Yeah.
Which would make sense.
Yeah,
like,
it was for a
you
cruise
have to do it for that.
deal.
Yeah.
And that's an
Is
obvious.
that recent?
Yeah, super recent. That's the one that was staged, and that's an obvious one. Like, I do a call to action at the end. It's like all centered around the brand.
You shouldn't even have to say that it's staged.
Yeah. So I mean, if I have to, I will. But it's funny that people instantly, if you do a brand deal, no matter what the brand deal is, like you sold out. I'm like, what do you like? Do you think I want to do this and not make money?
Yeah, right. Like, what does that even mean?
Like, yeah, I like doing it, but also I do have bills and I want to eat food today.
Like, you know how bad your job sucks? That's how bad my job sucks too, bro. Like, what the fuck are we talking about, right?
It's funny to me, but yeah. So get a lot of hate comments. Get a lot of it's staged.
What do they hate about the most? Like outside of the stage thing,
dude. A lot of it's on my appearance.
What do you mean?
People hate that I look the way that I look and am able to talk to attractive girls.
Okay.
Because I mean, I'm not like
that should be the
average like symmetrical frat boy, you know. You know what I mean. And so people hate that. They're like, oh, this fucking dude's big ass earlobes can fucking. It has to be staged. There's no way girls are talking to him. He looks like fucking whatever, you know.
And you're like, bro, that's the whole point. I'm trying to show you that you can do it too, right?
Yeah, dude. People are so focused on appearance and like and what they have to offer, and they're not like focused on the soul and what is actually making that person who they are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a very shallow time that we live in. So that's the most of the hate I get is a very shallow comment about my appearance or my voice or something dumb, you know? Something that doesn't affect me, but you know, the person behind the keyboard's like, fucking you're
yeah, they're just worked up about nonsense, right? Yeah.
But the shit that does affect me is, dude, I get like death, like kill yourself DMs and shit.
Really?
And I'll be honest, as a creator, like that affects you. Yeah. Like any creator who says it doesn't affect them is lying.
Yeah.
When someone is like I've had people come after my family, like tell me they would like my brother should die, like shit like that. Yeah. That shit affects me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because I'm like, how could you dislike someone for doing something so much that you're willing to like put that kind of curse on them? That's crazy to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets wilder and wilder too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I had tattoo people were angry at me last week.
For what?
Because I got a tiny tattoo on my neck, and they said it was too small for a neck tattoo, and all my comments were just shredding me about how small my neck tattoo
Where's
is.
Mine at? Is it on
they
this
said it
side
shouldn't
or
be
this
called
side?
a neck tattoo because of its size, and I'm like, what are you, like it's
I know,
the first
dude.
one. Like, give me some time, please. You know what I'm saying?
That just doesn't make sense. It shouldn't be called something because of the size of it.
Yeah.
So
like a ton of people, like dozens of people, were talking shit about.
What do we call baby shoes?
Yeah.
Gotta name them something else because they're too small.
They're so small, right? What the fuck are we talking
no, dude.
About?
There's always that. No matter what you do, you could be the perfect person.
Yeah.
And you're still gonna get it. You know?
100%.
You're still gonna get the heat of it. So.
Yeah. All right. So right now you got what? 187,000 followers on Instagram.
Dang, you fucking checked.
I'll do my research, man.
I
I'm
think
a professional.
I think I'm 189,000.
189 is it?
You hurt my feelings.
I'm
dude.
close.
You
though.
cut me short.
Close. It might be 189.
Yeah, let's see. 189. Yeah.
Is it 189?
We were going quick, but it slowed down.
Did it slow down?
Dude, I had a month ago. I had 134K.
134.
So in a
okay.
month, I grew to.
So all that just popped just from continuing to make those videos. Right?
Yeah, dude, it's a cycle. Like if a couple videos go super viral, it kind of makes everything around it go viral.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. So last week I did a podcast and I had 3 videos do like 800,000-900,000.
And then all the videos around it.
Yeah. Then like all my stand-up clips and shit popped too.
Yeah.
You know, they went from like a few thousand to like.
Yeah, it's
10K.
because of the people that are watching it, and then they're intrigued, so they swipe.
Yeah.
And then they don't even realize they're still on your page, and then they're 6 videos down, and they are watching shit that you posted a week ago. So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any secret to going viral? Is it just finding it something unique and continuing to do it forever?
Dude, I think everyone has like a secret formula on how to go viral. Like everyone thinks they know the answer. But it's hard to say because the algorithms are always changing. I just try to study my analytics. I try to like put things in the video that are going to get a reaction in the comments. Like I'll do little things that I know like
mannerisms
or like certain things in my outfit that are going to get a reaction, or like I'll make myself like when I did the Heelys video with the mullet, like I dressed up like a dork, like I made myself look really unattractive because I knew that people are gonna start hating in the comments, and when they do, it's like it becomes like my followers versus this, and then it becomes a war, and then it just like makes the video go super viral, and then they don't even realize that their hate is helping me pay my bills.
The wars in the comments are the best too,
dude.
aren't they?
I fucking love it. Dude.
I do too.
The more hate I get in my comments, the better.
Yeah, 100%.
Because then the video goes more.
I know.
viral.
Every time somebody talks some shit, I'm like, thank you for posting this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm so glad you took the time.
And
to
then
just
when
talk some
someone
shit.
talks some shit and that shit talk that they put in the comments gets a lot of traction, I'll respond to it.
Yeah, okay.
Because in that video, everyone that like responded will come and see that video, and then that video goes viral.
Yeah. So what do you prefer? Do you prefer TikTok or Instagram? Do you have a preference?
I hate TikTok, honestly. I hate it so much.
Is
Fuck
it too
you, TikTok.
unreliable?
Don't ban me. They're cheap. Well, Instagram sucks too. They're cheap. They don't pay their creators as much as they should.
Yeah.
I understand that. I understand to a certain extent because everyone's trying to be a creator right now.
Yeah.
And it's an oversaturated market.
Right.
But the ones that are actual creators and are actually like trying to build a future out of it should be, incentivized. So yeah, TikTok sucks. And I pretty much know every single TikTok creator that I've known ever has been banned from the platform
at some point. Yeah, I have a friend. We have a friend that tattoo faced all over my last episode that went crazy viral, right? Welt the barber.
Yeah, I know.
He's on like his 8th rendition of fucking TikTok because he keeps getting banned over and over.
I was gonna go get a haircut from him today.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my guy, man.
Time.
Hell yeah.
I was just talking to him, dude. Yeah, I mean, and for what? Just because he has face tattoos? Like, what is it?
Nah, I mean, he does be crossing the line a little bit.
He's kind of like an Andrew Tate.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's inspired by for sure.
He says some shit.
You know, he knows what's gonna get a reaction, and it works.
But that's like
then you're at the mercy of getting banned, right?
That's what. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think it should be like that. We're just so sensitive.
Yeah,
we're so fucking sensitive.
Right.
But it is what it is, and then we can do.
You don't have to watch it.
You know that's why I like stand-up comedy so much. Stand-up comedy is one of my favorite things to do because I feel like it's the only space left in the world right now that is still allowed to be somewhat on that line.
Yeah.
Like last night I went to a comedy show and the fucking comedian said the word faggot, and like you could tell the difference.
Everyone
like
got all
you
weird.
could tell the people that go to comedy shows and the people that don't.
Yeah.
Because you hear the silence in the people that don't, and they're like,
the comics
I don't
didn't
know
react at
about
all.
that.
Yeah.
And then the people that go to comedy shows and they're like, yes, like fuck yeah, say that shit. Like this, like we're not sensitive. This is a comedy show. They're all loud and laughing about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can definitely tell.
What show did you go to?
I went and saw Moses Storm.
Okay, where was that at?
Whatever the one is in Phoenix, I can't remember.
Stand Up Live.
Yeah,
Like just right down the corner.
yeah, with the booths on the side.
Yeah.
I went
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good. He's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I saw a little bit of him on YouTube, so I heard some of his jokes already. But
Yeah.
I took an edible, so it was especially.
It's always
funny.
a good time, though, right?
It was
That's all I'm
especially
saying.
funny.
So you still do stand up?
Dude, I've always wanted to do stand up. I've never stood up on a stage.
Never?
No, I think
Oh, dude.
I think I'd crush it though.
Yeah.
I really do. I definitely would bomb for sure.
It's part of it,
But-
though. You have to bomb.
Yeah, but I think eventually I could crush it, and I think I'd be really good at
with
crowd
what you
work.
do with like the interviews and like the chance of bombing kind of with real life people.
Yeah.
Like you should be able to get over that pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I think I'd crush it with crowd work over time as I learn to like shake
Yeah.
the nerves.
Well, and I think with the brand you're building online and the popularity you're getting, like having that aspect aspect of like something to sell. Like I know you have like the
Yeah.
Riz University and the merch, but
Yeah.
like, you know, now being able to use that big platform you have,
Yeah.
like,
and I have so many stories I could turn into jokes just from doing
100%, right?
shit.
Yeah, you should definitely do
I've
it, man.
I've actually written like sets. I have stand up sets in my notes.
You just got to go do
like
it, man.
jokes that I've written that I know would crush
Yeah.
as long as I can like smooth out the kinks and not be nervous. You know what I mean?
You know,
But
that's
it's scary. It's a big step.
It's super scary.
It's a lot of lights, man.
The best part though is like once you start doing open mics, like everyone is there to just find out if their shit's funny or not. You know what I mean? Like you don't know if it's funny. You can't force it to be. Like you have to literally just go say it and figure out like, okay, if they kind of laughed, like maybe work on it more. Didn't get a big laugh, keep doing it. You know what I mean? And then like once you get, it's kind of like, you know what you do. Once you get over that, like, oh, like these people actually don't give a shit if I fail. Like then it's just like you get to play with it and it becomes fun. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like too with open mics, it's harder to be funny. Not necessarily to be funny, but to get reactions because most of the people there are like, they're waiting for it to be fun. They're like, they're critics.
And most people are comics. You know what I'm saying? 90% of the people at an open mic are the other comics. But that's the thing is if you get laughs from those people, they really mean it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like if you get a little laugh in front of comics, you're gonna get a big laugh in front of like a real crowd.
In front of a drunk
because like I did this. So like I dated this chick and like she like had like one of those anxiety dogs, right? And like
one of those anxiety dogs.
yeah,
You said that in a way that
like it's super common.
She had one of those fucking dog things.
I can't tell you how many dog dependent chicks have been in my life in the last year, bro. So like,
all right, so she had a. Sorry, go ahead.
She had one of those dogs and had to do everything with her, right? And like I fucked her, and the dog had to be on the
dog
bed.
or
I fucked the girl.
Okay,
and while I fucked the girl, the dog had to be on the bed, and she had to be petting the dog.
The girl had to pet the dog
while I was fucking her. The dog would go crazy, right?
Nah, dude,
So
that's the start of a serial killer.
Yeah,
like
dude,
TV documentary.
I only hung out with her twice. She was hot too.
Yeah, you had 2 threesomes and then you dipped.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
No, only one threesome. The first time I banged her was in my car behind a Target in Desert Ridge.
Oh my god!
It was at 9:30 in the morning after Cars and Coffee up on High Street.
Dude, that's funny. I know the guys. I think I know the guys that run that.
Yeah, dude, that shit's dope. Have you ever been up there?
I've never been to Cars and Coffee. I like cars. I don't like coffee. I'd be down to go though.
It's really good to like get really stoned before you go.
Cars and
weed is good too. You know what I'm saying? You seem like that kind of guy, right?
That's me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So that funny story, right? I told a bunch of people it, and eventually, like everything else, it turned into a stand-up bit, right? And then I did it at a bunch of open mics, and like it got okay laughs.
You've done open mics?
Yeah, dude, I do. Yeah, I do open mics all the time.
That's so scary.
Yeah, in fact, on my IG, like,
oh no,
I
watched them. I'm stupid. I don't know why I've watched
no, you're
them.
good. Yeah, you like some of them.
Yeah, they're funny. You're good at it.
Yeah, so I went and I did that. I call it the threesome with a dog bit, right?
Yeah.
And it got okay laughs, like at open mics, right?
Yeah.
But then I got booked to play at House of Comedy up on High Street, like a legit.
So cool.
And it was like sold out, and it was like people on dates and old married couples. So it was like a real crowd, right?
Yeah.
And like they don't know comedy; they're just there to laugh, right?
Yeah.
So where I got this little laugh at the open mic, it went
crushed?
crazy. It crushed
Dude,
at that place.
that's my dream.
And dude, that was like the first time like I felt like I crushed, and dude, it was fucking
It's like
awesome.
I'm such an extrovert, but it's different to a crowd.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's not a one-on-one connection anymore. It's not a one-on-one build-up.
Yeah.
Now you're trying like one laugh isn't gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should definitely do stand up.
Dude, I think I'd be good at it. I'm
I'll
gonna
help
do
you,
it.
man.
I
I'll work
will
with you if
in
you
this
want.
lifetime. I will be a successful comedian.
I'm gonna encourage you to do it, man. I'm gonna be on
Do
you.
it.
I'm gonna be on your ass about it. Now.
might have to go up
You
and
got
hold
too
my
big of
hand.
a brand, man. Fucking all of ASU knows who you are. You can probably sell out
Dude,
shows. Like fucking
ASU
Tempe,
hates
man.
me, bro. That's my
Oh,
most
okay. That's
hated,
where I was
bro.
going next with this. Actually, okay.
Yeah, let's go.
You probably got to be getting some notoriety on campus. Motherfuckers probably know who you are at this point.
So the
right?
thing about ASU is I rolled with a crew. So the reason
Okay.
why I moved to Arizona is I was rolling with a crew called the Booze Boys.
Okay.
These were some of my friends who I was tight with, and some of them like we're still cool. Like there's no like necessary beef, but
It's just how things
through
go.
that I met a lot of people and through partying and stuff. So I kind of already had this like people knew who Johnny on the Street was before I came here and did content.
Yeah.
And then I came and did content, and then people talk, they tell stories and things that I've done or rooms I've been in or whatever, and word starts to spread and people start to make their own opinions. And so I feel like ASU is like my most tainted audience because there's people that either hate me and like think the wildest shit that's not true at all, or there's people that love me and like want to fucking take a picture with me every time they see me, or there's the people that are like, I've seen that guy, but like it's cringe. I don't care, you know. So there's like the three sides of it, and that's where it's at the most.
How do the
ASU.
women react to you?
like the college girls.
Yeah.
Most of them are hella cool. The ones that give me the most pushback are just the top sorority girls, like the big sororities.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are all like too cool or too
They're like
bougie
fucking
or whatever.
celebrities
But
on campus and shit, right?
yeah, they think they are.
Yeah,
But
right.
most of the people, most interactions are very chill.
Yeah.
Very chill. And I try to be very nice. Sometimes I'll be like sassy back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'll like. There've been times where like girls will give me like the dirtiest looks, and I'm like, you could use your words.
Yeah.
Like I'll say something slick back.
Yeah.
Like you could just say no. No is totally fine. But I get it. It's out of the norm now. It's not normal to walk up to people in public anymore.
Yeah.
Ever since COVID, like that's so weird.
Yeah, for sure.
Like people are like, you're approaching a human. You're fucking weird.
Yeah.
You're a serial killer.
Yeah. And I think it's a problem. I mean, you know, the more we allow that, like the weirder people are gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it is, and it honestly, like everyone, something is cringe to everyone.
Yeah.
Right. Like there's things that are cringe to me that I'm like, that's stupid. I would never do that. Why do people do that? But I would also just
like
never
fake
like
business gurus.
But if that's what they want to do, I'm not gonna go and like go in their comment section and be like, your whole life is meaningless. You're a piece of shit. You should kill yourself.
Like I still hope they succeed from the thing I think is cringe. Like if they
I want to be proven wrong. Like I want you to show me why I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Then I will I respect you even more.
Yeah.
And even if something is cringe and I see someone doing something that's cringe, if they're doing it every single day and their entire life is dedicated to that to me is not cringe.
Yeah.
That is hard work and dedication, and that speaks louder to me than what they're actually doing.
Yeah.
Unless they're like dedicating themselves to killing people, that's different. But like,
fuck that, right?
Like a real, like if you're every day waking up and grinding at something, even if I don't like what you're doing, but you have the passion to go after it.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Go do it, right?
At the end of the day, for sure, respect that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right. So if somebody was inspired by what you do, you know what I mean, and they wanted to start being a creator, you're full time with it, obviously.
Yes, sir.
You know, what would you tell somebody if they were trying to like make that what you got going on, if they were trying to make it happen? Like,
do it, dude. I hate when people will come up to me and ask me for advice, and then I'll give them advice, and then they'll be like, well, here, like everyone thinks
here's why I can't do that.
No, yeah, everyone thinks they're different. Everyone thinks they're special and unique, right? Which we are all unique, but everyone thinks they're unique, and this is what they always say to me. They're like, well, here's the thing, I'm different because I'm gonna stack up 30 videos. And then once I have all 30 of my videos, and this is before they've ever done social media, then they're like, then I'm going to start posting every day. Yeah. And then one of them's going to have to go viral because there's 30. And I'm like, bro, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Because you're never going to post them.
Yeah.
Everyone always says, they're like, but I'm different. I got that. And then those same people come to me 6 months later and they ask me for advice again. I'm like, I told you last time, post a video. And then if that video doesn't do good, figure out why, try to change something, post another one. And then post another one, and then post another one. But the main thing I tell people is post every day.
Yeah.
Literally. It doesn't even matter.
It's literally the easiest thing of all time, right?
They're like, well, I don't know how to do this. And I'm like, it's not going to look good. Figure it out. If you scroll down my page and you go down, the further you go down, the shittier my videos get.
Dude, if you watched this YouTube channel, this podcast, 12 months ago? Fucking night and day. We would look like amateurs compared to what our shit looks like now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And I still look like an amateur, but it still looks better than it did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm still growing.
Yeah.
You know, you grow, and you grow, the skills grow as you grow.
Yeah. I mean, I got shit that bothers me. Even right now, the sun's going down, so I can see the lights are reflecting off of the window, and it's bugging me a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, the next time I do the podcast, now I got to figure out that, right? How do I fucking change the angle of the lights? You know what I mean? So it's always just growing and changing, right?
Yeah, always.
Fuck yeah. All right, so we're winding down, man. What's the future look like? What's your goal? What do you want to do with all this?
I just want to be happy, dude. I am not someone who's motivated by money. I'm someone who's motivated by experience and connections. And I realize that you need money for experience. I get that, so don't roast me in the comments. But money's cool. Like, you know, I know what it feels like to be like on the rich side of life, and I know what it feels like to be on the poor. I grew up very poor, so I know that neither one of them fulfill me on a soul level.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think that's what has motivated me long term. Like, I obviously want to, you know, fulfill a future for a family.
Yeah.
So I want to make money from it. I would love to start like an agency or something to help other small creators.
Yeah.
But anything is okay with me as long as I don't get caught up in the culture. I hate the culture of social media. I hate the shallowness of the people and all of the relationships I've made.
Yeah.
A lot of them, not all of them. So as long as I can steer clear of that and just be myself no matter what, I'm cool with whatever happens.
I love it, man. I love it.
I don't care if social media is not it for me.
I'm with you on that. I just want to be able to do whatever I want, really.
Yeah, really. And you can.
Yeah.
You can. Some things are limited by money, but if you aren't, you know, always trying to live lavish, you can do tons of things that you want
For
without
real, though,
spending
right?
a dollar. So
I'm with you, man. All right,
Yeah.
where do people find you? Where do they buy your merch?
you can find me on all social media platforms at Johnny on the Street. That's one in Johnny because I'm different. JohnnyOnTheStreet.com or RizUniversity.shop. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Go buy a shirt.
We'll put the links in there.
Yeah, do it, dude. One thing I want to tell you guys, if you're going to do social media, believe in yourself and don't get tied down by the relationships that you build in social media, because I promise you 85% of the time they don't care about you. They care about your analytics.
Mm-hmm. For real.
So
That's it, man. All right, dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Great to meet you. This is awesome.
Dude.
We're fucking basically
Did
neighbors.
we get some viral clips? Do we need to talk about some funny shit and get viral real quick?
What do you got? You got a couple more things for me?
Do you like you said you had some questions, or did you get them all out?
No, I think
all
I got what I needed,
All
man.
right,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah, absolutely. Listen, open invite to do the pod. If you ever want to come talk shit,
Dude,
you know what I mean? We do this all the time. So, anytime you got something to promote, you got something you want to talk about, open invite. Just hit me up.
I'm down. Always down.
All right, we're out of here.
Let's
Guys,
do it.
appreciate you. This is Jake James with Johnny on the Street. We out.